Welcome back, trainers. So in this video, we're going to be going over quite a few things. The whole Stardust event, which is fantastic. We all love that, and it is right around the corner, as well as Suicune Day. We're going to be going over counters, 100% IV, and what you should be looking for with the Pokemon you want to go into that raid with. And if you're wondering also, why have I been not uploading as much as I usually do? Because I usually put up about, 2 to 1 video a day, and now I'm kind of just even skipping days. And the reason for that is because I'm taking this invitational to DC for the Pokemon GO championships very seriously. I want to present myself and have the best team and know all the different kinds of scenarios in which I'm going to be put in with my team. So I want to perfect it to the very best. So when I do go, I'm going to put on a decent show there. So that is one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading as much. So bear with me. We'll get right back onto schedule when I get back into town. I'm also going to be vlogging that, so much appreciated to the Pokemon Company. I am very humbled by them picking me, and this is very exciting. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Like we said, we have quite a few things to go over. All right, so the Stardust event, something we've all been waiting for because Stardust makes Pokemon go round. So this is all going to be going down August 13th at 1 p.m. PDT until August 20th, 1 p.m. PDT. So get ready. That is not the Suicune Day. We're going to be going over that separately here. So first of all, we're going to have ×3 catch Stardust. That's for anything that you catch. So if you do have Pokemon backed up in your log, say you have those tasks, you're going to be able to catch those, and the evolutions are going to yield you more Stardust. So I recommend you turn on a Star Piece and catch as many of those as you can. That's just a little something to do on your downtime if you wanted to get more Stardust. Otherwise, you could just get out there and catch as many Pokemon as you can. Next, we have guaranteed 3,000 Stardust per raid, which is absolutely amazing, guys. So, once again, you're going to want to turn on these Star Pieces, in which we're going to have 1 hour, not just 30 minutes, so you're not going to be burning through them as fast. So maybe you want to pick some up now. At the same time, you never know if Niantic will come out with a new box, in which we're going to be going over the boxes and which ones you want to go over. There's a little glitch going on visually, possibly, with the shop, as well as the journal, which we're going to be talking about as well. So 3,000 Stardust per raid is absolutely crazy. You're going to want to hit every single tier raid, depending on how many raid passes you do have. And then, of course, ×3 hatch Stardust. So which eggs are you going to be wanting to focus on? Well, seeing that we're going to currently have this gift event in which you can actually open up 30 gifts and hold on to 20 gifts. So opening up 30 gifts, that means possibly up to 30 eggs. You're not going to get an egg guaranteed every time you open up somebody's gift. So you actually make sure you have space in your egg inventory. You're not just opening them up, but you're actually going to want to focus on those 2-kilometer eggs when you do open up those friend gifts, because that is going to be the best way to get as much Stardust as possible by putting those 2-kilometer eggs from those gifts, which are actually going to be 7 kilometers, but they're just going to be cut down to 2 for this specific friendship event. And then finally, we do have the 1 hour Star Piece, which is going to be the icing on the cake for this whole event to just get you more Stardust in general. So if you do have the coins to do so, I would purchase those. But like I said, you never know if they might come out with some sort of Stardust box right before this event hits. So there you have it for the Stardust event, guys. It's looking fantastic. Make sure you actually get out there and grind for this. And then, of course, we're going to have the Suicune Day going down August 17th. This is going to be on us. We'll be receiving 5 free raid passes when you do tap on a different gym every single time. And then once you get those 5 free raid passes, well, then you're just going to have to burn through your own. This is not necessarily something meta relevant, the Suicune, but it's still going to be nice to add this shiny legendary to your collection. And of course, the other benefits are raiding a whole bunch of legendary raids. You will be able to stack up on those rare candies if needed, as well as TMs. I know a lot of people who do PvP need those very desperately. And even if you don't PvP, getting TMs is still something you want, because, well, we still cannot pick the move that we desire on our Pokemon, and you could bounce back between several different moves and never get what you want. So the more TMs you have, the better. So there you have Suicune Day. This is going to be fantastic. And of course, this image is going to be made by LeakDuck. I will have a link in the description to their Twitter, so you can go ahead and follow them for all that information. Now, let's go ahead and go over Suicune Counters and see what we have going on. And then after that, we're going to go into the game and look at a few glitches that are happening currently. Alright, so Suicune is going to have a max CP of 2,983, attack 180, defense 235, and then stamina 220, which is on the heavier end, but the attack is just a little low there. It is also going to be weak to electric and grass, of course, resisting fire, ice, steel, and water. 100% IV, non-weather boosted is going to be 1704. 1704 non-weather boosted, 100% IV. And then in rainy weather, 2130 for that 100% IV. Now, for the counters that we're about to go over, the moves on Suicune are not threatening to them whatsoever, unless you did use, say, like a Raid or a Venusaur in sunny weather, because you will be getting that grass boost, in which the extrasensory will be doing super effective damage, as well as the ice beam too, so just take note of that. Otherwise, the electric types are going to be looking great. Alrighty, trainers, so we're over here on Pokebattler, which I will be leaving a link in the description so you can go and check out all kinds of simulations yourself to see what works for you. So right now we do have extreme weather, so there's going to be no typings that are going to have any advantage. Then we're going to do a few different weather scenarios to see what will happen for specific types like grass. And then electric and rain, I suppose. So number one counter without any weather boost or anything is going to be Raikou with Thundershock and Wild Charge, Electivire with Thundershock and Wild Charge, Magnezone, Spark and Wild Charge, Roserade, Razor Leaf and Grass Knot, and then the Zapdos that we did get from the raid day itself with Thundershock, and possibly you're going to get a shiny variance as well, so don't try to TM Thundershock on Zapdos, otherwise it's going to have Charge Beam, so Thundershock and Thunderbolt for that. Luxray with Spark and Wild Charge, Sceptile with Community Day move Frenzy Plant, and then Fury Cutter, and then Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant, and then Breloom with Grass Knot and Bullet Seed. Now don't try to TM your Brelooms to get Grass Knot, because you cannot do that. It was an event in which we evolved it and it would receive that Grass Knot move, so there you go. Then you have Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Thunderbolt, Exeggutor with Bullet Seed and Solar Beam, and then the Alolan Exeggutor with Bullet Seed and Solar Beam, simply because the Alolan Exeggutor is going to be both Dragon and Grass resisting water, but if it did have Ice, say the Ice Beam like we just went over, the Alolan Exeggutor will be going down extremely quick. And then we're not going to go through the whole list here. Then we have Leafeon with Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade, Jolteon, Thundershock, and Thunderbolt, and then Tangrowth with Vine Whip and Solar Beam. So now let's go ahead and switch the weather to, let's go rainy. All right. And it's pretty much, oh, well, for some reason, Electivire moves up a spot, and the electric types will obviously get the advantage here. So you do have Jolteon moving up to that number 7 spot there. Let's go ahead and take a look at something that does not revolve around electric types. Let's go sunny weather. All right, so as you can see now, the grass owns everything. But like we went over, Roserade is going to be part poison, so the extrasensory will be super effective. But I mean, you should still be all right. Same with the Venusaur, weak to that extrasensory, and all of the grass types will be weak to that Ice Beam. So that is something to note. If you're trying to do some sort of challenge, then you know, here you go. You have Roserade at the top with Razor Leaf and Grass Knot, Sceptile with Frenzy Plant and Bullet Seed, Breloom with Bullet Seed and Grass Knot, and then so on for the grass types there. And then the electric types do move down. The first one is going to be that 10 spot, so if you do have sunny weather, you may want to go in with grass types, but be weary of the extrasensory and the Ice Beam. So there you have the counters, simple as that. So you should have fun out there. I know a lot of you will be raiding in a big group, so having the perfect counters and everything like that is not exactly needed, really. But I don't really recommend you go in with the recommended team that the game always recommends, right? So just kind of organize your stuff and get ready for this. It should be fun, because the faster you do defeat these raid bosses, the more you will be able to do, which will yield you more items as well as more shiny potential catches. So there you have it for the counters for Suicune Day. All right, trainers, so I actually did finish editing this video, processed it and everything. I had to redo it because I had to include the shiny that I just now caught at my house. And I'm pretty happy about this shiny Poliwag because I really wanted it, obviously, like a lot of people do. But I've been stuck in the house practicing, so I haven't really been able to get out there and grind. So that is amazing. Not too sure if I'm going to go to Poliwrath or Poliwhirl. I'll make that decision in the future. But I thought I would include this in the video because this is pretty hype. I'm pretty excited about that. So anyways, back to the video here. Alrighty, trainers, now let's go ahead and take a look at a few glitches that are going on currently in Pokemon Go. So if I go to my journal here, it will show that I did recently do these battles and then nothing else. Now I've been catching, I've been battling, I've been doing all kinds of stuff, but it does not show up in my journal. I'm not too sure what is going on there, but that has been occurring for, I don't know, since the last update. So it's very odd. Let me know what's going on with your journal as well. I did talk to a few other people and it is occurring for them too. Now, if we do go into the shop here, we only have 3 boxes. We have the Adventure Box, the Ultra Box, and then the Event Box. This has been also ongoing for a couple of days as well. Not too sure if this is intentional. And then if we actually scroll down here, you're going to have the option to buy 1 lucky egg or 8. There is no in between. And for the incense, you can only buy 1, and there's no other options, the other 2 bundles that it does come with. So just keep in mind that just hold off on all your purchases. Actually, I don't know. Don't hold off on all your purchases. I mean, let's look at the adventure box. Looking great with 10 super incubators, 6 star pieces, 3 incense, and then 8 incubators. That's going to be very nice for this current gift event, friendship event that we have going on here, in which you can open up to 30 gifts. So you will be able to hatch all of those 2-kilometer eggs however you like. And then, of course, you have the Ultra Box, which is going to be 17 raid passes. That's pretty good. Okay, that's quite amazing. And honestly, I want to purchase this, you know, but I'm not too sure if they're going to bring out another box when the Stardust event does happen. Say they're going to have, you know, maybe 10 star pieces, which sounds like a dream, and then a few raid passes, and then some incubators, and then whatever else item they always just put in as filler, that max potion. I suppose it's not too much filler anymore, seeing that we do have Team Rocket and people are low on revives and potions, so that is very curious. I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase this because the more star pieces I have, as well as well, did it just say 34? What just happened? Did you see that? That was on camera, guys. It just said 34 raid passes. Okay, that must have been a visual glitch. That must have been a visual glitch. I'm actually wow, I'm a little stunned by that. Anyways, I don't know what's going on with the item shop, but it just said I received 34 raid passes, which I just purchased 1, so makes no sense. Anyways, with that said, trainers, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And like I said, we will be getting back onto schedule with the regular uploads once I get back from DC. And I am going to be vlogging that kind of, and, you know, showing the scenery, much like I did for Go Fest in Chicago. I had a blast doing that. Very exhausting, but this has been one crazy summer. I went from 0 to 100 as far as traveling. I went to Chicago, I went to Arizona, and now I'm going to be going to Washington, D.C. for the first time in my life. So not too sure how the grind is there. I'm assuming it's going to be fantastic, in which the Stardust event will be happening while I'm there. So I'm going to, anytime that I'm not, you know, do anything revolving around the tournament, I will be out grinding and then eating and, you know, just having a good time. I don't know who I'm going to be hanging out with, probably mostly myself, but we'll see how all that goes, but I'm very excited for that. Anyways, trainers, thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.